Howdy, howdy, everybody, and thank you so much for those of you that are hopping on, that are already in the back there making comments, bringing us so much love. I appreciate this so much. This was kind of spur of the moment. My beautiful friend from Australia, Betty Williams, she was on our launch live for those of you that saw it. Her and I have been friends for almost 2 years. We met on social media, became very good friends, and we were actually partners for a while in a company that we both, it was a health and wellness company with CBD oil. And as a sleep specialist and as an amazing author and a brand ambassador for Tempura, she puts people to sleep for a living. So I don't want to make this long and drawn out. You guys know me. My name's Deborah Swayze. I'm here to bring you some amazing, interesting information tonight. She just popped off, so I'm going to wait for her to reconnect. Something must have happened. Yes, give us lots of likes and loves, and you know, that kind of stuff, guys, really helps us with the algorithm. Facebook loves it when you guys love us, because if you love us, you're going to see more of us. I am going to bring Sveti on right now so you guys can meet her. There she is. Are we on? There she is. Hey, Sveti, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I am really good. You know what? This is the 3rd year we've done this.
Oh my God, it's been such a long time. It's been 3 years.
I know.
Oh
my
my God.
husband said you met her the end of 2018 is when you guys did the first one. And then we did it last year and now this year. Isn't that
Yes,
crazy?
Yes, it's a tradition, right? We have to do it every single year.
Absolutely. Well, I want this to be pretty much about you because you're the one that puts people to sleep for a living and people know me. Tell us about you, why this is so passionate to you and how you got down here into this world.
Well, you see, when I was trying to get my health in order, I couldn't quite get there properly. I couldn't get there fully. So then I started looking into sleep, and I realized, well, I didn't really start looking, I realized I didn't sleep. So then I started looking into how do I sleep better. And then I was looking for natural medicine because pharmaceutical just wasn't helping me. It was actually making it worse. So, and doctor put me on antidepressants and some other drugs that at the time I had no idea what they were, but I knew that they were making me feel ill. So I just stopped all that.
I think we're cutting off a little bit here for some reason.
Started distance, so I got into sticks.
I think we're cutting in and out some. Sveti, why don't you go out if you can hear me and come back in? The connection sounds really, you're freezing on us. Remember, guys, Sveti is coming all the way from Australia.
Sorry?
If you can hear me, go out and come back in.
So this is why I put a little.
Sorry, guys, this happens. I'm going to have her come back. We're gonna try this again, guys. I hope I don't have you on 2 different screens. Go ahead, let me see if I can hear you.
Hi, I'm back.
That's much better.
Yeah.
What was happening is you were breaking up and then you froze. So I was trying to message you to this is real life, everybody. All right.
I know. Oh my. So, do you want me to tell the whole story again?
I think the last thing that I could hear is that you were really ill and the pills were giving you bad side effects, so you got into holistic medicine.
Yeah, so when I was taking the pills, they were making me worse. They're making me sicker, and I was getting ill. They definitely were not helping. So I was looking into natural medicine and into kinesiology and herbs and things like that. So that's how it all started. Once my sleep got much better, my health improved 100%. So this is why I put a lot of emphasis on sleep, and I help people get there through sleep. So yeah, it's very important to me.
It is, and I think sleep in general, a lot of people, you said, take it for granted and that they don't realize how important to have a good night's sleep is.
Yes, absolutely. I was teaching 3 workshops at the school yesterday, and kids were asking millions of questions, and they were actually concerned for their parents' sleep.
Wow, really?
Yes, children are so smart these days.
Oh.
They were fully into sleep, and they knew so many things about it, because this is the 3rd time as well I speak at the school, and they remember other 2 talks. So they fully into it, and I really love seeing that our young generation educated about sleep, and they actually know so much about it, probably more than their parents, and they go home and tell the parents, and they share with parents what they learned.
That
is really
incredible. I love that, because you know what? It's that generation that is going to learn to do things better than we're doing. Yeah.
Because they learn on our mistakes, and that's great. I'm really happy with that.
Yeah. And
today,
go ahead.
I'm so excited. This is the day that I get the most excited about. And this is the day I just want to talk to everyone about this day. And I made this huge poster for the children. And that poster, children just loved. I left it with them because they wanted to keep it. It was so exciting. And so it was great. It was great. It's just such an amazing day.
And why is it so amazing?
It's the day that I live for, World Sleep Day. It's just talking about sleep is just like, it's like my birthday, right? It's like the day that I live for. But it's not just that. It's just like, you really just, it's all about sleep, and it's everything you do is all for sleep and to get good night's sleep. But funny that I have to do a night shift tonight, right? So I'm gonna have to miss the sleep. But good thing is that I'm all day at home, so I can get some sleep before the night shift. So this is the irony about working in the sleep lab, is that you miss out on sleep, but then you know how important it is to always go and prioritize sleep afterwards, and you catch up on it.
That's the key. See, I was always a night nurse, and I don't know if you've read the statistics on people that work night shifts. They have the highest rate of early death because of the cardiac, how it affects your heart, and especially people that don't get into that different cycle of sleeping during the day. A lot of people can't do it. I worked with nurses that would sleep 3 or 4 hours, and they'd say, well, I'm fine. I'll be off in 2 days, but they had 2 more nights ahead of them yet. But I wasn't like that. I knew that I needed to get my sleep to be able to function the next night, because I worked 12-hour shifts, guys. So I would come home and I would have blackout blind, and I would have all my meals prepped and ready, so I knew what I should eat before I went to sleep. I wouldn't come home and eat scrambled eggs and bacon and stuff, guys. I would have a really light little omelet, and a little handful of nuts and stuff, and a little bit of juice, and go to bed with a light belly, because that's why I slept good. It helped me, I don't know how people function and not sleep. And also sleep apnea. Isn't that related?
Yes, it's related as well. We see a lot of that in many people. We have 500 people on a waiting list. It's a 6 months wait to get tested for sleep apnea, or who already are diagnosed with sleep apnea, and they're waiting for the therapy study. So there's just such, and that's in Australia. We don't even have that many people here. See, that's only just for one of the hospitals in Brisbane. So it's going crazy and insane that a lot of things that relate to sleep, and like you said, cardiac issues is just number one. Anybody who has any kind of cardiac issues, they're sent straight to sleep lab, because sleep needs to be in order to correct the heart issues or even work with the heart issues. You need to work with sleep first.
Absolutely.
Before you can address the heart, because otherwise the heart won't respond to therapy.
Absolutely. It's like putting a Band-Aid on it. You know, they give you a medicine to help your heart rate, but meanwhile, you're not going and diagnosing why that heart rate all of a sudden is different. My husband, he would snore so terribly, and he sounded like a mad cow. I mean, he was horrible, guys. And if you have a husband who is sitting and laying anywhere, sitting up, sleeping in bed at night, and they're making some funky noises, you need to make sure you ask the doctor to look at his heart, because ended up that what it was with my husband, he had sleep apnea. We didn't know. And the sleep apnea, he had it for so long, what it did is it caused his atrial fib. And that, in the long run, eventually caused him to have his stroke. But guys, now that we know better, you do better. He knows that he has it, and he has taken natural remedies like the CBD oil that I'm with, the company I'm with. We give it to him at night, and let me tell you what, he sleeps like a baby. He doesn't snore. He doesn't snort like a cow anymore, and he sleeps good, and he doesn't eat at night anymore. Sveti, one night we were talking, and she said, I asked her, Larry always loves his cereal at night, and I said, Sveti, by the way, my husband, let me ask you a question if this is good for him, because I told him 100 times, and you don't listen. Then Sveti said, no, do not eat cereal late at night. Don't do it. And he hasn't done it since then, and he sleeps better because he's not sleeping with a full belly. But tell us a little bit about some of the things that you teach for people that are simple fixes that could help them make these big changes in their lives.
Okay, can you still hear me? Because I changed my
yeah, I can hear you. Yep.
So typically I teach people to create that environment at home where they can relax. So oftentimes, if we are too stressed, the environment isn't relaxing, we just want sleep. Our nervous system will get too revved up, and we go into that fight or flight response, and we just want sleep. So create that environment. Make sure you are emotionally stable. Make sure you are happy. Whatever makes you happy, make sure you are happy, because the moment you're unhappy, the sleep suffers, right? So that was the big thing for me. It was not being happy at the time. It was just robbing me of my sleep. And again, it was like a spiral effect. I wasn't happy, I didn't sleep well, and because I didn't sleep well, I was even more unhappy. So I was unhealthy because of that. So do whatever makes you happy. Give yourself that a lot of things that you enjoy doing. But also, I mean, it might sound like it's not really much, like how can this help me sleep, really? But it really does, because it really gives you that peace of mind. It gives that peace in your heart. It gives you that relaxation, ability to relax and switch off. But also, again, there's nutritional aspect there. Avoid things that are stimulating you, because even herbs, be careful what you take and the times of the day that you take. A lot of herbs you can take, they're good for you, but they're just taken at the wrong time of the day. So I also look at, I'm very, very strict with what I take at night, which herbs or supplements. I'm very strict what I drink during the day. I'm very strict what I eat. And you just gotta be really you gotta know what stimulates you, what relaxes you, things like that. I find that it's really good to look out for those things to get a good night's sleep.
Oh, I agree 100%. Today I did a live. I wanted to talk a little bit about the coronavirus and what's going on in the world. And my biggest advice to people was try not to increase the stress over this, because the more stressed out you get and make yourself, you are robbing yourself from sleep. And this goes right along with what you just said. In my live today, I said, the saddest thing I'm getting from people, Sveti, is people saying to me, oh my gosh, can you help me? Tell me, I'm not sleeping. I'm so scared at night. This keeps rolling through my head that I could get sick or my child could get sick. And they're robbing themselves of their sleep. And in the process of robbing themselves from the sleep, they are going to affect their whole body, their immune system, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. And when you don't get enough sleep, it weakens your immune system. And again, once your immune system is weak, you're prone to catching all kinds of bugs and pathogens. So make sure you stay on top of that. Yes, coronavirus is going around. Yes, and we have cases in our hospital. Confirmed, we have 4 cases in our hospital. No, it's not thousands, but we also have to be very careful because we are right there with surrounded by people who come to the hospital and things like that. So you have to really stay on top of your health. Just really just get your health, just stay on top. Make sure you do get good sleep. Make sure you do take supplements, herbs, and foods that support your immune system and the levels of your happiness. If you're happy, your body is happy. Like, spending time with your partner can, if you love each other, obviously, can make you feel healthy. When I had a cold, I would spend time with my partner. We just laughing and laughing for hours. And next day, I no longer had a cold. I was really happy. And I even said to him, spend time with you just healed me. He's like, yeah, of course, because you literally get into that state of healing. You get into a state of happiness and things like that. So just make sure you look after yourselves in that way.
Absolutely. And what I've learned from Sveti too is little simple things at night, that I've cut out of my diet, and things that I've added, like, not having stimulants right before I go to bed. And here we are on a live, but I don't go to bed till 2 o'clock, so I have plenty of time to wind down. But I usually will try to turn that TV off. I mean, we will be up late at night, but we will talk, and we will just maybe play with the dogs or something, or watch a show that's really a calm show. And the biggest key, guys, to happiness is important. I talk about that all the time. And the biggest thing you want to do for yourself is don't worry about what you can't handle, because that's where people get so wrapped up in something. With this coronavirus, yes, it's there. People are ill. We've had viruses before. We've had outbreaks before. People don't remember. But remember the world we live in and the media and what it does and what it likes and why it does it sometimes, okay? They tend to do what they want to benefit them. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I don't want to get into politics, so anybody get mad at me. But you guys, be aware of your own body, your own health. I mean, Sveti has written a book. She teaches classes. Please reach out to her. Please drop your website when we get off, Sveti. And, by doing that and reaching out to people, like today, I was saying, reach out to healthcare workers. Reach out to people that can give you their opinion about how to handle this. Don't run scared. Don't act like it's the end of the world, because then it could be to your body, to your health, to your immune system. So tell us more about you, your background, and what just makes you so passionate about sleep, because you're as passionate about sleep as I am about natural health. And I know you like natural health. That's why we connected. So tell us more. I love hearing it.
I love natural medicine. I actually have a degree in natural medicine and then postgraduate in sleep science. So it's amazing. Natural medicine is like my life. I have so many herbs and things at home and teas, and I really find them really healing. Whenever you need a boost, you need to cure something in the body, you just go straight to herbs. You don't go to pharmacy and get a pharmacotherapy. Sometimes you need it, but most of the times you don't. And I love doing that. So this is what I do. I put a lot of emphasis on natural medicine, and obviously sleep, and this is basically became my life and my passion, everything that I do. I work in sleep medicine. I do sleep medicine. I have natural medicine for sleep, and I teach people to sleep better. So everything is about sleep. So basically my job in the hospital and things I do outside the hospital, even education for children at schools, is all about sleep. If anybody asks me anything about a different topic, I would not know what to say, because everything I do is about sleep. So don't talk to me about anything else. Is to ask me questions about sleep. And even when people on the streets or people who just met, or even people who just chatting to me, they all the time ask me about sleep, and they feel bad, like, oh, I don't want to talk to you because you're not at work. But I love it so much that I can talk about sleep 24/7. Wake me up at night, I'll talk about sleep, you see. So this is what I do. This is all I do.
World Sleep Day. So do us a favor and share this out. Yes, share this out, guys, to whoever. Do you have time, Sveti, to go through and see if there's any questions? Do you have time?
Yes, I can't. Yes, I've got time, of course.
Yep. Because I know it's the beginning of the day over there for you guys, so you're just starting your day, and we're all over here keeping you from your day.
No,
Anybody
it's fine.
got any questions? Let's see. Hi, we're all watching. Small like button. I think some people are asking you to give them information. Charlene wants to connect with you. Natural health is the best, she said. I'm trying to find Charlene's question over here. I know she had a question. Please send me a request, please. Charlene, yes, I will. She'll drop her information here when she gets off. But you know what's amazing too is that not only she practices what she speaks of, guys, but she lives it. And that's what's so important. Sveti and I, we met online in an insomnia group. I was there promoting and trying to help people through the product, the CBD oil. And she right away said to me, you know, it's one of the only times I've ever gotten that question, is it 100% natural? And she said, because I only recommend natural. And we started talking, and we talked for a little bit. And then once she became a partner, we became partners in the company. We started doing these lives to help educate. But if you follow her, some of the food that she'll introduce you to are incredible, because things that you wouldn't think that you could eat that would be calming to you, and even like drinks, you know, she does. Is it like a milk drink you do with cinnamon or something?
Yes. You just mix in the herbs in the right base, and you'll give your body what it needs. So
yeah,
you can just tweak different supplements and things to work for you, really.
And if you guys ever want her information from her, she has stuff she can send you. Your ebook is still out too, right? Your book. If anybody wants your book. Yeah. So you guys just, if you have any questions, drop it in here. I'm trying to find, I thought I saw somebody have a question here. Other than that, how much sleep should we get?
So adults, look, there. Sorry.
There you. Okay, come back.
Guidelines.
Yep, we can hear you.
Say that you need. I lost you. Can you still hear me?
I can't hear you.
No, I'll leave and come back because somebody just.
I can hear you now. Well, yeah, it's better if she leaves. Charlene, I will ask her about those 2 questions right there, about the gold milk too. Definitely, you guys hit her up, friend her, because she is a hoot in how she teaches natural stuff that help people sleep. And every one of us knows somebody that cannot sleep. And let me tell you what, when I don't sleep, you can ask my husband, I am no fun to be around. No fun at all. It says device not connected. Let's see. There she goes. Whoops. Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Yes. So when you look at the guidelines online from sleep associations and sleep health foundations, they suggest I know it's about 8 hours. But you know, when I know myself, you gotta know yourself. You gotta have to experiment. Either you get 6 hours, see how you feel, then you get 7 hours, see how you feel, you get 8 hours, see how you feel. And then you will establish that guideline for yourself, that kind of baseline. I need 8 hours, that's it, right? If you get 7 hours, you feel it, because I immediately feel it in my body that if I don't get 8 hours, I am not quite there fully. I'm not fully where I need to be. So I always have to make sure I get 8 hours. Even after night shift, I sometimes get about 6 hours, but then I don't have to work the following night. So I go to bed that night, so I get more sleep. So kind of my sleep gets back to normal. So you gotta have to understand yourself better. But you see, don't get less than 6. I wouldn't even suggest don't get less than 7. You need to get those 7 or 8 hours of sleep. Try both.
Absolutely.
Try 7, 8.
I agree, because when I was younger, I could do 6 or 7 and I felt okay. As I got older, I think age has something to do with it too. I've noticed that 8 hours is golden to me. So it doesn't matter what I'm doing. If I know I'm getting up at 8 in the morning, by midnight, I have to be completely in bed. Everything off, no talking for a half hour prior, and just get myself in that zone. And what else that Charlene asked is, what about golden milk?
Yes, I love golden milk, but I love golden milk, but on coconut milk or almond milk, simply because I don't do very well with lactose. But it's not just that. It's, sometimes or oftentimes, what people don't actually realize is that cow's milk can give us high inflammation in the body. And when we have high inflammation, we have basically, we can't sleep. So we need to take antihistamines, which helps us sleep, but we can't rely on them every night. So basically, the lower your inflammation in the body, the better you'll sleep. So make sure you work on that too. Make sure if you have too much inflammation or too much, the histamine levels are too high, make sure you don't have cow's milk at night. Just have it with the coconut milk. It's beautiful, with honey, with natural honey.
Yeah, don't have cereal like my husband used to have. He used to have a big cereal with a big, that bowl was big, Sveti, and it had so much milk in it, and it was cow's milk, and then he would wonder why he had heartburn or he couldn't sleep and he was burping all night. Well, we took care of that. Well, thank you so much, friend. I love it. I know your day is starting. I'm so happy we got to squeeze this in today, and we will do it again. And anybody want to talk to Sveti, please friend her. She'd be more than happy to. Listen, as you can see, this is her passion, so she'd be happy to talk to you.
Thank you so much, and happy World Sleep Day. For you, it's tomorrow, but for us, it's today.
Yeah,
and
we did.
We'll get to celebrate with you tomorrow too.
Yeah, we can do that. All right, guys. Good night.
Okay.